Hey YouTube, it's late October 2020 and I'm here because I recently purchased a pair of brand new Renown Atlas 80 skis. Ordered them Tuesday, got them Thursday, today's Friday, and I wanted to unbox them and show you what they come with and kind of explain my buying experience. Can't wait to try these out. So first of all, I did open the box yesterday. I couldn't help myself, and I did unwrap the skis in terms of taking the cellophane off because it took me a few minutes and it wouldn't have made very good video. So I'm going to open them up. They came straight from Vermont. They're built in Canada. The skis themselves were wrapped in cellophane and took that off, and they do come with their own straps, as you can see, which are kind of nice. And these are, again, the Atlas 80s, which have a 14-meter turning radius, and these are in the 170 length. If you go to the Renown website, they have a ski length finder that helps you determine how long they should be based on your height and how aggressive or average skiing that you typically do. What I found was that they're a little bit shorter than I would have thought would have been recommended for other skis, such as Head Super Shapes or something of that nature. But I also communicated with the guys at Renown via email, and they have a chat feature, so they're more than willing to talk to you, make a recommendation. They actually have a mechanism whereby you can set an appointment and spend 15 minutes or so talking to them about how you ski and what you want in a ski. I've been building skis for about 18 years, and this is the first purchase pair that I've had in a long time. And the reason that I purchased these skis is the skis that I've typically built have been larger all-mountain skis, perhaps 90 to 96 in width at the waist, turning radiuses in the 19 to 20 meter realm. And what I found is they're just not as good on really hard boilerplate or freshly blown snow. And I would really like that because I ski here locally at Bristol Mountain, and we don't get a lot of powder. I wish we did, and you know, when I buy a pair or make a pair of skis that are a lot wider than that, than these, obviously it's aspirational and for use when we go out west. But for my day-to-day skiing, and I'll ski 45 to 50 days this year, I wanted something that really grips on ice. And the reason that I bought these skis as opposed to making my own or even other brands is these seem to have the latest in technological advantage. So most skis are vertically laminated. They are start with a base, edges, a vibration dampened sheet, a layer of metal, fiberglass, wood core, fiberglass, a layer of metal. And there's a lot of variations to that in terms of the weight of the fiberglass, the type of resin that's used, the structure and exact shape of the metal that's in the ski, where it's placed. But that's all technology that's been in place, and the materials have been in place for 30 years. And it's not to say that there aren't some fantastic skis using that. I skied some Stokelys last year and was, you know, ecstatic about how they performed. But these skis have a non-Newtonium material that when it reacts to force by becoming stiffer. So what that should do is increase the damping considerably. Supposedly these have 300% less vibration, if you will, than other skis, and chatter. And chatter is what takes the edges off the snow and unhooks them from icy and hard conditions and makes the ski want to swerve or when you're smearing turns instead of carving turns. So the reason I bought these is because of that material, and I believe that if it works, it's an outstanding advancement in skis. And if it doesn't work, I can ski these for 3 days and return them, and I'll get my money back because that's how confident Renown is in their skis. So I like that because typically you can't demo everything that you want, and you buy skis based on what you read and what the tests say. And realistically, a lot of times the test and what you read isn't what you experience because of your skiing style or the conditions that you ski under. So pretty happy with that. So anyway, in terms of unboxing these skis, I looked them over and they look to be a high quality build. They're a premium ski. They're not cheap. The graphics are very corporate, if you will. They're not outstandingly flashy or anything of that nature. So, but they're a good looking ski, as you can see. Um, and the quality of the base looks to be very good. It's flat. However, I would have liked to have seen more advanced structure. In other words, the groove pattern in the bottom of the skis. This is pretty straightforward, and would have liked to see that. But you know, typically when you buy a new pair of skis, you hate to think about it, but you really need to wax them, and ultimately you need to get them almost tuned before you ski them. And you think, well, they should come that way. Well, they do come, you know, with these particular, I believe, come with a 1-1 base bevel and side bevel, and you may want to get more aggressive and go to a 1 base 2 side bevel for hard ice. We'll see, or put in a fancier structure on the bases. However, I'm going to ski them the way they are. I'll wax them and ski them the way they are to see what they are right out of the box, and then if they really need that and that will benefit them greatly, or if they'll be acceptable as they are, or how they ski. And I've got 3 days if I don't like them. I suspect that I will, but you never know. The edges don't wrap around the tips. The edges stop here, and then the tips are cut and finished. From my perspective, that's fine. I suppose some people would argue that if you're, you know, going to take some rock hits or whatnot, they would be stronger or less susceptible to damage. But I haven't seen that even in the skis that I've built. And I know that wrapping the edge is a painstaking process, and sometimes it can actually be the weak point of the ski, depending on if the bend that you have isn't perfect, if you've had to anneal the edges to make them softer, or it's really just an extra cost that may not be worth it. So I'm very happy with that. The other thing that came in the box was a smaller box. I'm going to step out of the frame a second. So it came with a smaller box, and within that smaller box is a Renown t-shirt, which, you know, I can always use another t-shirt. So there's the Renown t-shirt. Comes in a medium. I think that they should come in a large or extra large, because if they're too big, you can always wear them at night, and if they're too small, they're useless. It also came, interestingly, with a couple of blueprints for some of their other model skis, and it kind of gives you an idea of how the skis put together in case you've never been a builder. Again, the interesting part to me was, as you can see these dark areas, that's where there are slots where the non-Newtonian material is put in to increase the damping. And that part is very exciting to me, because in theory, the harder that you push the skis, the stiffer they'll become, the more damp they'll become, and they should have no speed limit. And for a ski that's a 170, for somebody like me that's 5'8½", that's a pretty short ski to have no speed limit. So I'm excited about these, especially with the short radius, and as soon as I ski them, I will. Now, again, it doesn't look like it'll be anytime soon. Today it's 70 degrees, which is very unusual for this time of year. But from what I understand, Killington's opening November 14th, so that's really only 3.5 weeks away. And I'm not sure I'll be there on opening day, because usually they don't have much open, and I'm not going to hike. However, it does mean that things are coming along soon. So as soon as I get a chance to actually get these on the snow, I will make another video and post it and let you know what I think. But so far, in terms of working with the company, it's very rare that you get to actually talk to the executives at a ski making company. They're made in North America, which is great. I was always frustrated with K2, especially when they moved some of their production to China. And so far, I'm happy. Thanks.